Hey peeps, I'm Yuzu Henshin, and behold, 50 facts about me. That's right, I'll be presenting my 50 random facts about myself. I know, I was thinking about them. It's like, I want a chance to you guys to know more about me. And whether or not I'll be any longer until March next year. But no, just get a little chance to know me before I be sent off or whatever was going to happen. But anyway, let's start with the top 50 of random facts about me. Well, there's a lot to talk about, but let's get straight to it. My first anime I ever watched was, now this is an odd one actually, because it could either be, I don't know if it classed as Transformers, Thundercats, or goes for a different name, Bow Wow Wowza. Funny enough, for those particular three, I didn't notice they were anime at that time. But the one that really got me starting to watch anime properly is I was at boarding school and I saw a video cassette of Guyver, the classic one, the volume 3 on VHS. I watched it in my my dorm, and I watched it and I thought, oh, this is interesting. Then later I watched, I was looking on the shelves and I saw Neon Genesis Evangelion, and I started watching from there, and the rest is history and that's how it started from how I became an anime fan. My first video console was obviously the Nintendo. I think it's either that or the Atari. It could either be Pong or Space Invaders. I was a WWF fan, or WWE now. Was also a fan of ECW before WWF or WWE, sorry, has taken it. And funny because me and my brother were fans of it, and we done like sort of indoor and outdoor wrestling because of inspiration to the backyard wrestling. I did jiu-jitsu for a year, and sadly now because of I don't know the moves now to this day. So some of you guys know I'm doing karate, and I'm currently brown belt with 2 white stripes. Only one step away until that black belt. So the amount of times I've seen Super Sentai, but yes, I did see Power Rangers, and I had a big crush on Kimberly, of course. I was into the Beano and the Dandy, which sadly we don't hear anymore, so that's a real shame. Later I've discovered for Marvel and DC. I have lost a tooth after coming from a swim park. I was during a toffee, and I was during the next one, it's pulled my tooth out. My childhood fear is body morphing and like painful transformation, and gore. That's another one that's like was just a kid. Nowadays I actually do like the gore and special effects. Especially one of my favourites is Brain Dead, one of my top favourite gore films ever. I have seen 2 Girls in One Cup, but I was not freaked out there. I think because I'd seen so much gore and whatnot, but I was originally going to put on YouTube, but I thought my reactions isn't that clear, but no, don't watch it, for the love of God, don't watch it. I had an injury when I was a kid. There was an old skate ramp just nearby mine. I sort of ramped onto the wall on the slope of the ramps, the skate ramp, sorry. And one thing I didn't notice, it was full of nails. It had rusty nails that stuck out, and tubes in my hands. I don't know if you might see it, but it's fake nails. But it literally did punch in my hands, and I think you see like very deep holes, like one here, one there, and of course one here, one there, one there. I don't know, it's just, but obviously it disappeared. But I wasn't aware of the pain. Until I looked at it, like, oh, how the hell did that happen? The first time I went on a quad bike, I crashed because I didn't know the controls. But the second time I actually on a quad bike, I got control of it, and that was in Iceland. I managed to get use of that. Although coming back, I seemed to broke it somehow. I had a brain fit when I was 13 years old, and that sort of triggered my my Asperger's and autism. Well, Asperger's, of course, it's the low term of autism. Sorry. I had a really bad time remembering people's faces and names. I'm not good at that at all. I worry and overthink stuff too much. Yeah, that's an annoying habit, because even my mate Bruce from Couscous sort of had a note to me saying like, Jax, you overthink too much. So I was like, yeah, I do that. So yeah, it's a bit of an annoying habit of mine. I can get very easily distracted because of the funny thing is, like, I could be working on my novel. The next one is like, hang on, there's something I need to look at. It's like, no, I need to get my novel. There's like, I don't know, it's a bit funny actually, because I can play the game and watch a film at the same time. So I could do that, but apparently doing 2 things is not okay with me. So that's odd. While traveling to Las Vegas, I sadly had to end up watching Twilight New Moon, which I just wish that plane had ejector seats. So little shame. So at least I had my eternal hatred for Twilight New Moon. Speaking of Las Vegas, I was in Las Vegas, and then literally on the first night, I won myself $1,000 on the slot machine on my second try. I was bitten by a prairie dog, and it's funny because I was a kid, I was a dumb kid, I was trying to go for a stroke, and next minute, boop, it bit my middle finger. Me and my family were chased by ducks and geese, because I think they were really pissed off because my trainers was dirty, and we were trying to wash my trainers at the pond, and I think they're so pissed off they chased us, and we managed to get to a gate, and we closed it right behind us, so whew, lucky us. My middle name is William, which ironically that's my dad's name as well, because the thing is that my little brother had to be born on the same day as my dad's, and his name had to become William, and my dad had to become Bill. So it's really annoying because I don't like my middle name now because we got like 3 Williams in the same family, so I want to change my middle name to something cool like, I don't know, like Xander or something like that. I want to be a cooler middle name. I was bullied at secondary school. I don't know why, but I know everyone called me Mr. Blobby because of course of Nels House Party. So that's, I hate that school so much. Broke up with the same girlfriend 3 times, and this was during boarding school. The first time I don't know what it was, the second time we were caught by her housekeeper, and the third time she didn't love me in 24 hours, and that was during the like an outdoor pursuit sort of thing. So I was a teenager and I was discovering in love, so yeah. During the march of the local carnival, I was a member of the Beavers. Beavers are cubs, and you know what I mean. It's like I was in a parade sort of thing, and we had to dress up, and I was dressed up as a beaver. I was dressed up as a dinner plate with a red triangle. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know if it's like sushi or whatever it was, or pie. And a Morisco dancer, you know, the sort of people with those bells and they sort of click, dance with the bells or something like that. Very odd. During my days at secondary school, again I hated, I dressed up as Sonic the Hedgehog for some sort of weird sort of presentation. And the funny thing about that is I had to dress up as Sonic from my home all the way to secondary school, and lucky enough, I'm thankful the bloody bullies didn't make fun of me from that. I think it was before that, so who knows. My first cosplay I ever done was Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 4 at London Expo 2000. I know it's like 00 before the 10. I know that for sure. Secondary school, that's my first time I got myself a girlfriend, and the first time I experienced kissing. From all the kids shows I've grown up with, like voice of like Denver, The Last Dinosaur, and Street Sharks, and so on and so on, and the Teenage Mutant Turtles, and that sort of thing. But somehow I've watched bits and bobs of Maxi. It's like a girls' show sort of thing, and I don't know why. I think it's nothing to watch during on Saturday mornings or even weekdays before or after school. I was into Legos and Zords. As a kid, I want to make a plane and a shrinking machine. I'm scared of dogs or any animals that has teeth and claws. I was part of the Child Achievement Awards. I walked on stage and was presented by the rewards, and I think it was like 7 or 9, I think it was, and I bowed on stage. That's so embarrassing to this day. I got hit by the nuts by a football, and I got hit by a golf ball right in the back. Almost hit by a car because of because I was walking out the cinema after seeing ironically called Now You See Me. I was just walking, and this car come along, and it hit me from the back. But lucky enough, I wasn't too injured. But there's like 4 other people that got hit by the car, and the car hit the wall, went along it, and hit straight to a double-decker bus. And I was there, and I wasn't too bad, but I was like shaking because especially when I called my folk about if I was alright or not. But wow, that was traumatising. That was. I cried during the screening of. I refused to call it the full name of it, but Spirits Within. I hated that film because I was a Final Fantasy fan, and the fact I seen that film, I walked out of the cinema and I hated it. I feel absolutely betrayed by that. I am a night owl. Yes, I do sleep late. I got stung in the mouth by a wasp. I want to be a filmmaker. As I was about to roll into a particular college, I was just walking along and I got hit by a face by a tuna sandwich. I got a nervous situation for styrofoam. I don't like the cutting of the web fingers, the web part of your hands, or web parts, including feet as well. Even like hip cuts, I was like, ugh. I don't like either. First time I actually got drunk, I think it was I was 16 or 18. I think it was a half a bottle of Malibu or vodka, I'm not too sure. I was at a New Year's party and I ended up, I was so hammered from drinking. Not as bad, but I was still conscious, and I had the the beer goggles, even though I don't drink beer. I end up snogging this random girl who I never met before, and I just noticed that when I was beginning to sober up, she was not that attractive at all. Oh my goodness. Oh, just be careful who you end up you're connected to, exactly. First time I worked part-time was at paintballing, which I hate. Oh, it's so tedious and I could not do it. And plus the payment was absolute crap. I wasn't a bridger. I did Tinken Topper Gurren Lagann and Air Gear. And with Tinken Topper Gurren Lagann, I worked with Noakim from, as you might guys know, from Team 4-Star, and even on a Helsinger bridge. I hate it when people call anime cartoons. Hence the shirt I got been wearing. I just, I could talk to a different video about my friend about it, but I just don't like the idea when people say it's a cartoon. I've been on the set of Star Wars Episode 7, the Jakku scene, the night shoot when you see the introduction of Kylo Ren. Not far from where I live, I've got a place called Surbiton, and on the because there's a station, Surbiton Station, and if you guys saw the beginning of the scene of the Half-Blood Prince of Harry Potter, Harry was standing on a platform, and I know that location very well, and I know for sure that Dumbledore and Harry was looking at the wrong direction, because the direction they were facing literally was the car park, and the calf is right behind them. I sat on the table with 3 Power Ranger stars. I've sat at the table with Johnny and Bosch, the actor plays Skull, and Maya, I think from Lost Galaxy, or yeah, from Lost Galaxy. I sat on a table at a Power Rangers con. And that's pretty much it. 50 facts about me. There's like so many, slightly more of them, but I have to put them cut them down because there's like a lot of them. So thanks guys to know a little bit more of myself actually. But personally I like to get more about you guys. I want to see that my mate of mine in particular do their particular 50 facts about them. Hey, it's giving them ideas, or at least something to do. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Ta-ra!